Hello everybody. How are we all? How are we? How are we all? How are we all? Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? There's nobody here yet, babe. Hello everyone. Here comes Mark. Here comes Mark. How are we all? Just got back from my sister's little birthday do, which was very nice. Are you coming in? Here he is. Hello, what have you been doing? Just been to my sister's birthday do, which was very nice.
Yeah, did you have fun?
So we've done Wicked, we've done a birthday party, and we've watched Killing Eve.
What
a crowd we are.
Yes. Well, when I do that, I've just noticed I'm of an age now where my neck wobbles. Like a turkey.
I just saw that, Ashleen. Make sure you make yourself known to us so we can say hello to you. Tell the warm-up guy who you are and that you want to say hello to me on the show, so I come over to you. So, Killing Eve.
Episode 6. I thought this was the last episode. Sort my head out. Right, I thought this was the last episode. This was sort of Fiona Shaw's show, wasn't it, really?
Brilliant, because we love Fiona Shaw all the way through the series. So
Fiona Shaw?
Yeah, we love Fiona Shaw all the way through the series.
Oh.
So it was really nice, her getting almost an episode to herself.
You look like you've got no sort of body. Yeah, Fiona Shaw being the sort of MI5-like sort of boss of Sandra Oh. I like the way it started. It started with, what's her name? Villeneuve.
Yeah, I just loved all of this because it was Russia.
Fidgeting
We're
with the
all
glove
fascinated by Russia.
Yeah.
It was Russia. It was spies. It
Yeah.
was drinking vodka.
Well, me and Maddie saw Suspiria last night, which was set in East Berlin. And that whole sort of Soviet state stuff
fascinating,
has its
isn't
own
it?
sort of, but it also weirdly has its own sort of aesthetic. You know, we're far enough away from it to almost it becomes something that we can look at and go, oh, nostalgia, you know,
Yeah.
the whole idea of. But
And
anyway,
it was just great getting to know Fiona Shaw's character more, you know, because
Yeah.
obviously she's we're realising more and more how powerful, Maddie, can you let Chichi in? How powerful she is in MI5 and all these affairs that she's had with these spies. And
she's incredibly pragmatic. That's what I like about her. It's almost frightening. You have to be slightly, again, like you say, still a psychopath for her to be having these strangely psychopathic relationships with people.
Can we think of a single person in this, so far, okay, her son, we don't really know. The Chinese woman, what's her name? Sandra Oh. His husband.
She's
Canadian.
Her husband, that scene was brilliant.
He's not psychopathic, but everybody else is psychopathic.
No, but didn't you think, I thought that was the most powerful scene. He had to come almost from a standing start as he was setting up the chairs in that room, and then he went ballistic, and then she threw it back at him and pushed him and fought him and pushed him away. And she's being horrible to him, I think.
Well, I think, she's on that spectrum, isn't she, in the psychopathic, but she's just completely
She wasn't to begin
hell-bent
with.
on her own obsession with solving this case, her own ego, her own fear. I think part of it is she's driven that part of what's driving her is her fear that her career could put her husband in danger too.
Do you think so? But she didn't start like that. She didn't start being so sort of cold and cold. Oh, look, hello from Colombia. Hello, Angel
hello.
Miranda.
Hi, Angel.
Hi to Colombia. I've travelled through
Wicked was great, thanks Morgan. We loved it. We had a great time.
Oh yeah, all the fun and madness is in the vlog going out tomorrow.
Well, look, Fiona was brilliant. Won't give spoilers. This is Renee McKeel. Well, I am convinced she's tied up with all of this.
So am I. Well, she's had a thing with Constantine as well, hasn't she?
She is up to her neck.
She's had a thing with Vlad.
And with Constantine.
And did you see the little fluttering of hands on the table with Constantine? I mean, it's more than just a thing. She's a bit of a one.
Bit of a one.
Anyway, I thought that was really strong and powerful at the beginning, especially the way he tried to, a bit like us, he tried to make up Sandra Oh's husband when they had that terrible contretemps. He tried to make up by having a curry. So let's go home and have a curry and pretend we didn't. That's sweet.
That was sweet.
I think curries are comforting dishes to make up over.
One of my favourite lines of the series was when Fiona Shaw said, Something's up. I can feel it in my buttocks.
Building up to something, I can feel it in my buttocks.
Yeah, and that whole scene in the car was fantastic with her and Sandra Oh because they were building it. You know, she is again psychopathic. She doesn't care. She takes the lipstick from Sandra Oh and uses it on her own lips. Girl code, you just don't do that. You don't take somebody else's lip. You might take some off with your finger or with the.
Really?
You wouldn't just put it because you're saying it's for you.
Is that why Sandra Oh is looking at her sort of? God, you're.
Yeah, she's just totally weird.
She's just
totally weird.
But I have to say, also in Fiona Shaw's character's defence, I filmed in Russia, and your lips just chap up all the time.
But the way you'd say, "Would you mind?" You'd scrape it off. The fact that she just took the lipstick and just used it in exactly the way she wanted to spoke volumes about her.
I really, really liked the scene at the table in the hotel when Vlad arrived and you were working out Fiona Shaw's relationship with them all.
Yeah.
Didn't you? And
but just to go back to the lipstick thing, I'd be really interested to know if that was written in the script or whether it was something improvisational from Fiona Shaw that was trying to lead us, closer to her character.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, just saying, I really, but that weirdness of her character. What I liked about this episode, and why it's Fiona Shaw's episode, was they let her just run psychopathically through her own sort of, she's very ordered, she's very sort of polite, she's got that sort of, very British way. And within that very British way, there's a kind of disattachment from everything, isn't there? Sort of, she's not really related.
I love the way she played. I love the way she played so drunk at the table, and then she suddenly went and rapid fire questions to them.
Meanwhile, I loved the narrative that was developing in prison.
Yeah.
Didn't you? With
my God! I mean, that's
Villanelle.
my worst nightmare. Being in prison. Imagine going into prison. Poor Nadia, this poor girl.
So is her injury still from where she's been run over?
Yeah.
God.
And she still loves her. She still loves Villanelle. She's probably the only person that ever loved her. Yeah. Oh, it just absolutely broke my heart when she said, "Are you going to kill me now?" Oh.
What about Villeneuve's new mate in prison who's just spontaneously violent? It's great, isn't it? What a great weapon to have. It's a sort of weapon by proxy.
Yeah.
Very clever the way I thought she sort of manoeuvred that. So I just liked it. I like the sort of flipping between both plots. Now, what is it that Fiona Shaw's son has found out in the letters from Constantine?
Well,
I think it's love letters.
I think it's love letters, but I think we're supposed to think it's love letters, so I think it will probably be love letters plus something else.
Oh, I thought I was being clever there. I thought we were all supposed to think it was like sort of FBI stuff.
Well, no, because his father's dead, so he's going to be upset that he's found out. We know that she slept with Constantine, so it's all a bit obvs that it's going to be love letters. It's like, what's the non-obvs?
True. And then, of course, Villeneuve's given a knife by a Constantine person in that little room.
The evil doctor.
Yeah.
And that poor woman had cancer and she'd only seen him once.
I know.
Oh, the evil doctor. And you just knew what was going to happen. You just knew it. You just knew.
I didn't.
She was... Don't tell me you thought Constantine was going to come and get her from the hole.
No, I didn't think Constantine was going to get her from the hole at the point that Constantine was in the interrogation of Nadia. I knew at that point, it was like, well, hang on a minute.
No, I tell you when I knew, when she said she came to my house.
But of course...
And he went,
yes.
Because that was her off the rails.
But of course, you know what the problem is. Constantine is actually secretly scared of Villeneuve.
Yeah.
And Villeneuve is actually more than likely able to kill Constantine. Villanelle. But Villanelle, so he has to, come hook or by trick, keep her in prison. Otherwise, he's screwed.
Yeah.
Constantine's got it, and Constantine's got kids. Let's not forget.
But don't forget, Constantine can get her killed in prison in a second.
Yeah, but she's a slippery little customer, isn't she? She gets out in most situations. Yeah.
Sarah Tolito, so tempted to watch the rest of the box set, but then nothing to look forward to. I know. Well, we want to watch all of it, but we don't because we want to stay up to date with you with the reviews, and we feel like we'd be letting you down if we just went and watched it.
We'd be going behind your back and just sort of being unspeakably unfaithful.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be good.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was really good. Anyway, she goes in. I love just leaping back a bit to Fiona Shaw, that lovely moment where she's getting drunk at the bar, and there's little lines like, "Oh dear, I feel like I'm bordering on the profound."
Yeah, no, that was later at the bar.
I'd love to be able to deliver lines like that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel I border on the profound.
Yeah. Oh, just watched episode 8. Loved it. Anyone know what the episode is that we're watching now?
6. Episode 6.
Oh, is it 6?
Yeah, it's episode 6. We've got 2 more to go. Violent scene in prison. That was a good scene, wasn't it? Where they were chasing her and she was hobbling through the kitchen. Oh no, she got to her room, didn't she? Got to her cell. Didn't get to her room. And then What's her name?
Villanelle.
Villanelle. Under the bed.
Where she just stopped and went, oh, I'll just wait here and I will kill her.
Yeah, okay. You forget you'd make a good assassin.
Take me to the hole.
Oh, that was a bit weird, wasn't it?
I think the hole should have been a bit nastier.
Was that the hole?
Yeah.
Where they took it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It wasn't gulaggy enough.
No, I think it needs to be a bit more like the hole she was cleaning with a sort of toilet cleaner. Sort of a bit shitty, a bit horrible, smelly. But what about when she's sort of tantalisingly playing with Nadia's life on a string? She literally likes watching people's souls flicker in their eyes.
Maybe I'll hang you.
Maybe, yeah, it's just a
But
sort
we
of...
have to be quick.
It does worry me that she really reminds me of your friend Simone. Do you think Simone's slightly psychopathic?
If you're watching Simone, it doesn't really mean it.
I mean that because, you know, she beautiful face, but behind that beautiful face, she could kill you. Slightly worries me.
What is
I'm
you
talking
think?
about Villanelle. I'm not talking about Simone.
I don't, but you keep saying she reminds you of Simone.
No, but her pretty little eyes. She's got lovely eyes. She's got a lovely face.
Becky Richmond says she's going to watch it all again.
Here's the thing. If I had to have an assassin kill me, I'd want it to be this one.
Huh?
If I had to have an assassin kill me, I'd rather it was Jodie Comer. Wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I would. At least
Villanelle is a very sad and disturbed girl. I know. I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I keep saying
Little
to
part
Mark
of me
in
wants to
between.
look after her.
What happened to her to make her like that?
Yeah.
What happened to her? What extreme...
What do you think happened to her?
Well, I mean, because I've read quite a lot about psychopaths and sociopaths, and I mean, I
why
think
that is, should I
extreme
worry?
abuse or neglect as a very young child, yeah, that's what... She'll have gone through stuff. She'll have gone through some serious stuff.
Some people are born evil.
Some people are born evil. Do you
Anyone
agree?
believe anyone's
Do you
born
think people
evil?
are born evil? Or as they talked about today in the musical that we saw, are people born wicked or do they learn wicked?
Her mum did something to her, Rennie McKeel says.
Oh.
I mean, I did watch one of the Trevor McDonald, you know, when he goes into prisons.
when he goes into those prisons.
And there was a guy there who was talking about the murders that he'd done. And he said, you know, I murdered, then I could just sit down and just have my lunch, just like wasn't a problem. He said, in all my life, people have asked me, did I have a terrible childhood? Did anything go wrong? And he said, no, nothing ever did. So, but then again, did he really know? If you grow up in a completely disturbed...
But here's the thing, you always want to know what the narrative is that leads to someone being dysfunctional or evil or bad. Do you think perhaps, you know, the worst nightmare for you is to consider that maybe nothing has happened to some of these people?
Well, I just try never to just be in judgment because who knows?
Not suggesting you be in
Because the way
judgment,
I
you're
always
not.
think about it is, you know...
Everyone is someone's child.
No, but not only that, but I see myself as so blessed because I was born into a family that loved me and cared for me and wanted the best for me.
Yeah.
So, and I have so many faults and I have so many traits in my personality that I wish I didn't have.
Zoe agrees
So
with you.
what about when somebody hasn't got that? You know, when you think how flawed we are with decent lives,
Yeah.
it just makes me think, well, I just think you should always try and get to know somebody's story. It's like, you could be on a train, couldn't you? And there could be 30 people on your carriage and they could all look totally normal. You don't know what mental health crisis they might have or what physical pain they might be in or whatever. We just never know what's going on for people.
There's an interesting film out or coming out called Three Identical Strangers, and it looks at this whole idea of nature versus nurture. Three identical twins are, you know, they grow up in different circumstances and their characters completely change. And so I always have the argument that Nadia often says, you often say this thing of, well, you need to understand the conditions in which they grow up. But my line on that always is, yes, for the one person who the conditions lead to them killing people in a merciless, horrible way, there's countless others who've been brought up in the same circumstances who don't do that.
Well, look, Sarah Charitos says, science proved there is an evil gene, but then circumstances have allowed it to be nurtured. Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I'm right, I think a sociopath is a psychopath that has had extreme neglect.
Right.
So in my business, in show business,
There's a
there
lot
are
of
so
sociopaths.
many psychopaths.
And psychopaths.
In politics, so many psychopaths.
Yeah.
In management, a lot of psychopaths. And they're people that have probably had a good upbringing, but have got the gene, and then it hasn't been exploded.
You say that a lot. Should I worry that maybe you have any of those attributes?
Maybe I am.
Do you think you're a bit of a
Maybe I'm
psychopath?
one.
Someone's just up, Francesca O. Who else has been binge watching this channel this week? Do you mean our channel?
Our channel?
Did someone binge watch our channel? That's so cool.
Hey, binge watch. We've been trying to be more professional with it, so that you know how to look for stuff and things. Please watch the Green Fingered Hell that Mark edited yesterday and put up. It's really fun. You'll get towards the second half of it, you will probably be laughing out loud. It's so fun.
Zoe Agnew, how are you, my darling?
Hi, Zoe.
Just to
Lovely
say,
see
yes,
you.
we are getting on with Ozark. We have decided to do an end-of-season review because actually...
I always binge this channel.
Because actually reviewing each episode of Ozark is kind of taking all the joy out of it for us, actually. So what we're going to do is...
You're seeing all this?
I know.
All these people.
Your channel is fantastic.
Which is so down to you, because this guy
with laughter at the
edits
Green
like you
Fingered
wouldn't. He edits for hours and hours and hours. He's brilliant. He puts so much work into the channel, so that really, really means
That's
a
very
lot.
sweet. Well, I hope you got that answer, Zoe. Oh, you did. Good.
And guess what? We got some really good news today. Woke up this morning, we'd had an email from Warner Brothers in LA saying they wanted to use a trailer that Mark and Maddie had reviewed for the marketing of their film.
Yeah, so they're going to be
We were so
promoting a
chuffed.
new film in next April, I think it's out.
Yeah.
With me and Maddie somehow. I don't know how,
Yeah,
but
oh, look,
we'll
Zoe
find out
says
more.
your editing is
Oh,
great.
bless you,
It
thank you
is,
very
he's a
much. Well, it
bloody-
hasn't even
he's a
started
brilliant
yet.
editor.
It hasn't even started yet. This isn't editing yet. This is just assembling.
You wait, there is so much more coming to this channel.
Lots of
Dramas,
drama, comedy, you name it.
Maddie and I
everything.
are acting in a drama that Mark's written. That's going to be up. This is so much
Just finding
going on.
finding time.
It's hilarious, brown donkey.
Oh yeah, that
Tracy
was funny.
Gillett.
Right, as opposed to
That
the
was
red
so
herring.
Funny.
That was so funny. How long does it take to edit one video, Mark? Oh, it varies from different ones to different ones.
Yeah,
oh,
it really does, because like with the movie reviews, you'll see he's got 4 of us, so he's editing us, and then he's cutting in the bits of the film as well, so that takes ages. And then of course we shoot a lot of stuff over the weekend, and then Mark just chooses all the nice bits and
Oh
puts
yeah,
it
there's
all in,
twice
so-
as much stuff that doesn't go out as does
But
go
of
out.
course, you
But
know-
anyway, so on this episode, I think it was a great final line when the guy at the door said, "Constantine who?" So, what the hell happens when you put an
There's
assassin
something to
psychopath
calm
locked up
you
in a...
down.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can just tell he's a sexual abuser.
But can I just say, BBC, do not put a spoiler trailer at the end of each episode if for those of us who have
Yeah, we
actively
don't wanna
avoided watching
know.
it on bloody iPlayer.
Yeah.
Why tell us that we can see from your trailer exactly how many people survive? It's
Yeah.
frustrating as hell.
Oh, Leo's binge watching the Vlogmas.
Oh my
Well,
God.
get ready, because it starts again, 1st of December.
Yeah.
Will Teddy and Betty be in Sunday family vlog?
Not this Sunday.
tomorrow?
We've got no grands this
We've
weekend.
got a bit of a busy weekend because we're going to go and see something. We're going to a bit of an event tomorrow as well, called, well, it's the Hate You Give movie. It's an early screening. It's all secret location, all this sort of stuff. And there's going to be a panel discussion. So we're all really hoping it will be the actors there.
Oh yeah, mustn't forget the nativity as well.
Yeah,
Crikey,
so we've
I'm
got a
playing the
full-on day
Archangel Gabriel or something, aren't I?
Maybe we'll have Betty and Teddy over for a cup
Yeah,
of tea
exactly.
tomorrow.
Yeah, cup of tea and a
Slice
slice of cake.
Cup of tea and a slice of
Have
cake.
you harvested sweet corn? Sweet corn is being harvested tomorrow. Literally, tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and stop saying literally, because I've noticed the
Literally.
problem with editing yourself and stuff is you get really irritated with yourself even more.
Of course he's finished the gluten-free Christmas cake, Tracy.
When I
Did
ran
you really
out-
think I was going to be able to hide that?
I didn't
and
tell
then-
anyone, but when I ran out of shot that night, I ate it. They thought I put it back.
We didn't have the American dinner, Zoe.
American dinner's coming tomorrow as
We
well.
all did
So much
Japanese.
keeps happening, we keep pushing
Because it's my
everything to
sister's
tomorrow.
birthday, my elder sister, so we had some Japanese.
Oh, bless you, Callie Lockhart. I joined this channel a couple of months ago now, and I've caught up, so I always wait in for new ones being
Oh,
uploaded.
thank you. Well, so if people are listening and they haven't subscribed, you see how many people are loving the channel. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, because at the moment we're uploading so many films that unless you have hit that notification bell, you'll miss them because you won't know what we're putting up.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi,
Lots of
husband
love.
Chris.
Hi, husband Chris.
Sarah Lawson.
From Sarah.
Bye.
Bye, you
Lots of
all.
love.
More vlogs tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.